Oh. Oh my god. Hi, Verity. How are you? Right. So. Hey. Last time. What's up, Verity? Maybe? Honestly, his white hair is very nice. Look at it. Look at my guy. So cute. So cute. But yes, for reasons. So, I mean, I'm at the point now where I'm getting answers and revelations and all this kind of a thing. So if you plan on playing, I would recommend not spoiling yourself, because it is a fun twist. And I'm about to find out a whole lot of information about some other stuff, apparently. I mean, that's fair. It is like 100 hours. It's a long game. So I wouldn't be surprised if you're like, especially when you've already got 14 to go through. And you've still got the rest of Base Heavensward, patch content, Stormblood's patch content, Shadowbringers, patch content, Endwalker patch content, Dawntrail patch content, and then the next expansion after that. Then that patch content. Just never ending. It's the never ending game. Yeah. We did some stuff. We now have nice silverish hair, silverish white hair. Very sexy, very much about it. Now we talk to people. Never before have I seen such incredible magic. Highness, as I understand it, you managed to thwart 2 separate attempts in your life, correct? Well, they're used to weathering our fair share of misfortune. And... hello? Okay. Yeah, you've evidently faced so much worse. I need to turn off the ultimate fans.
Oh.
And the heavens, the dead prince is alive? Old man Russell must be dumbfounded. The rest of us, I don't think I'm that bothered about talking to all the... Yeah, I'm not overly bothered. Righto. Now to learn the history of the world. Old Hermitus Grude. This should all be voice acted, right?
Does this depict the Elder tribe?
Yes.
Elder comes from an ancient word, meaning only the old ones. It was an alias given by our ancestors to outsiders who visited the village in the distant past. As for our original name, you know it well by now. We were humans.
Hi, Lucy.
The human tribe.
Thank you for the
So
sub. How are
Lucy's
you?
words.
There is no human tribe. Tribes, as we know them today, did not exist then. We were all one people. Humankind.
A world united. But wait, the ruins on Virga Island, there's nothing left of the civilization today. Was it destroyed? Why? How?
A war. One that all but destroyed the world past. But its destruction was born of the discovery of Magla. Or as you call it today, magic. Do you wonder what they battled over? Without the divided tribes, what could they have disagreed on? They were racked by division over the abstract, undefinable idea of rightness. They tried to destroy something invisible, and destroyed only themselves. And any idea of absolute rightness is born of fear. That fear flooded the world and gave way to war. And their age of prosperity came to be called the world before.
Mm-hmm.
The people we now call tribes were either born of artificial division for the sake of the war effort, or natural adaptation to survive the hellscape after.
Humanity was torn apart by fear and anxiety, giving rise to the tribes as we know them.
Unbelievable. We've met plenty of people caught up in pointless conflicts. Given the choice, I know they'd rather live in a world without tribal division. And yet the truth is, that world's already fallen apart. More than that, it's how we all got here.
Such drastic physical changes would normally have taken eons to effect. Accelerated by Magla, however, it was only a matter of a scant few centuries. You understand now, yes? We, the Elder, are the survivors of the old world. Our ancestors fled the flames of war and thus escaped the ensuing divisions.
That means the prince, that is to say, I am a scion of both the old world and the new.
It beggars belief. 'Tis nothing short of astounding. But then, why do we know these monsters as humans?
By the war's end, both sides were consumed by fear. Their magical assaults escalated with each retaliation, until it was beyond all control. Our world became a hell. Rampant Magla distorts the body and mind.
Thank you
By now, I'm sure you
very.
know that better than you ever wished to. Humans are what remains of that branch of humankind that succumbed to
Oh, no.
melancholia.
Thank you, Lucy, for giving a gift sub to Very.
Horrifying testaments to their own
I'm a moron.
mistakes in the war of magic. Some persist, breed, and multiply as any beast does. Others live centuries of agony before their lives burn out. Even we do not know the full scope of their nature.
I feel like I just missed something important. On both sides. Rampant Magla distorts the body and mind. By now, I'm sure you know that better than you ever wish to. So, mutation through magic, basically.
Regardless, when the 8 tribes settled in this land, our claim to the human legacy was forgotten. To the people, the name only meant slavering,
Thank
insane
you.
monsters. Therefore, we took on an alias instead. The same one by which we are known today. The Elder.
So, the old world couldn't control its magic.
It is my
and-
sub-go.
Wait,
Thank
how
you.
does the Sanctus
Sub-go,
Church
sub-go,
fit in?
sub-go.
All this revisionist history to spread their magic igniters.
Indeed, what are magic igniters to you? Tools for the church to shackle the people, perhaps? Or weapons that hide magic's true potential? Am I close to the mark? In truth, it's the opposite. Igniters are tools made to limit magic. Restraints made in self-discipline, meant to avert a repeat of history's destructive mistakes. The Sanctus Church of today is muddied by greed. But its faith was born of good intentions. They once urged self-control, and thus control of one's personal magic. At times, they preached we must close our eyes to the truth when it would only lead us to ruin. By this benign tenet, history was obscured, and the Elder denounced.
I had no idea. There's a grim irony in that.
His Majesty only hid his son's ancestry to protect him. Yet in the end, that meant Forden could attack the village under any pretext he liked, his motives concealed.
With all that said, you have now reclaimed your true form. The friends that stand with you are of different tribes and ideologies, but of one mind. As you are now, you may walk the path of the rightful king. The path of a modern world, where the tribes walk as individuals, yet with mutual respect and cooperation.
Yeah.
The sovereign's power. Thou king to be, entrusted with the will of the people. To bear their hopes is to be their rock in the storm, and to
Beginning
face
dose.
anxiety in their names. Yet, anxiety itself is not something to blindly reject or desperately cast away. It begins with a simple thing, acknowledging its existence. Accept thy weakness, walk forward alongside it, and thou wilt grow strong and true in its company.
There is weakness in people. I'm sure there are many who would say that helping anyone in need is nothing but a fantasy.
And besides,
Realistic or not, I refuse to accept Luis's methods as the alternative. The weak and those who dissent don't deserve to die out, as though that's the natural order. Awakening dose. Oh. Very cool. The Prince archetype.
let's do it.
I accept that. There will be a meaning. Oh shit. Meaning in showing them my convictions in the fight to come. Let me just. Let's do it. Yeah.
Let's fight.
That is my mission.
That's it. I've made up my mind. I'm with you to the end, no matter what.
Where's this coming from?
Before we got there, this guiding voice thing told me my duties were over. But what am I gonna do? Just go, okay, bye?
Okay, bye.
Especially after we've come this far together? No. I'm going to face Luis with you. Even if it is scary.
Even you've got to cope with anxiety, eh?
I realized something in our travels. Anxiety can lead people astray. But overcoming it makes a person stronger. There's always anxiety in the unknown. I know what it's like to be afraid of something I don't understand. That's why I think it's my duty to help people face and connect with their anxiety. Is that okay? From now on, it's not about orders. I'm with you, because I want to be.
I'm counting on you.
I'll be counting on you as always.
Oh, the
Same
portrait's so
here.
nice.
Stick close to me, okay?
Well,
Oh,
we're
that
past the
wasn't.
worst of
Well, I
it.
thought it was.
But the problem remains. Luis's dark magic. We've seen it turn the boy into a monster. And no doubt he can do it again.
A forbidden spell, turning sane mortals into the fearsome human monsters. In other words, a destabilizing magic, turning a person's magla into a snarl beyond control.
Chomp, 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 chomp,
This
chomp,
man
chomp, crunch,
named
crunch, crunch.
Luis. He may have his own past in this ancient sanctum.
Luis has been here? What do you know of him?
What do you wish to know?
Tell me about Luis.
Who exactly is Luis?
Every time I heard of his doings in the wider world, I felt more and more sure that Luis is from this village. His knowledge of humans, his skills in magic, his grasp of darker arts. They're all beyond a mere soldier to begin with, however prodigious. As it happens, a name does occur. Among those old families who perished in the fire, there was one by the name of Caradrius, a family of doctors, I believe. In an effort to better heal the ills of the people, they had studied spells much like the ones he now exploits. The details are long since lost to the fire. But if Luis bears our legacy, that may be the reason for his vast knowledge.
Wait. What about Luis's ambition? The vision Rella saw. Do you think he actually wants to turn everyone in the kingdom into humans?
There is no known magic strong enough to turn many people at once, and none that can be cast quickly.
Even if it was possible, I don't know what it would accomplish. But this is Luis we're talking about. Who knows what he's thinking?
What do you wish to know?
Is this for Bell?
What is this forbidden spell?
The essence of magic is in the control of Magla. However, just as its chaos may be calmed, it can also be deliberately pushed out of control. That was what you saw. He whipped your innate magic to a frenzy and you were lost to melancholia. Just as the humans of the ancient war once were. In every age, the cause and effect are the same. People learn fear, become slaves to their anxiety, suffer. And thus, the power of magic is born.
Pardon me. You mean to say anxiety is the source of all magic?
Magla is a substance born of the heart, generated when one feels anxiety or fear. By certain means, it may be kindled into power. That is what we call magic. In this way, it is by virtue of the anxiety in our hearts that we gain the power to overcome it. Magic is a natural process, and anxiety is its invaluable, irreducible fuel. But in turn, those burdened with more anxiety and fear produce more and more Magla from their hearts. Without the willpower to face your fear, the Magla overflows. Uncontrollable by magic, it can give rise to strange and terrible happenings as it manifests, with the world embroiled in chaos. These outbursts of swollen magic may be happening all across our kingdom.
'Tis the answer to everything. The melancholia crystals, the beasts driven feral. The very land is erupting with the weight of its people's fears.
Hold on. If Luis's art is rooted in bringing out this chaos, then anyone might be next. He said he became a monster because he's elder, but that wasn't the complete story. If what you say is true...
Indeed. All people today are ultimately descendants of humankind. If Luis so chooses, he could turn anyone into a human
Hi,
monster.
Kai.
Yet as long as you have the strength to confront your
Hope your day is
fears,
going well.
even this transformation may be defied and overcome.
But if he would turn people into humans, if in the unlikely event that happens...
If there is any motive for such cruelty, it can only be hatred. If Luis is truly from this village, then their fire would have cost him everything. Such unjust tragedy could easily beget a thirst for revenge, even if it meant wielding a magic that twisted life into something terrible, instead of uplifting it. Indeed, it seems the opposite of an archetype. A truly dark power.
Who goes there? Someone flees!
That's him. The malformed assassin who struck at the prince. He's bound for the woods.
After him!
Oh. I can be the prince.
What
Hold up.
now?
Ultimate power.
Oh, the prince is there. Stay. Ah, that one's specifically for me.
Ultimate power.
Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? Who knows about my white hair?
What now?
It's very nice. I very much do like the white hair. Story stuff. Due to story reasons, this is happening right now. Shit, my brain just Yes. Look at him. Look at his cute white hair. Is very cool. I'm all about it. Boom, boom, boom. Run. Nope. Oh god. Russell, is everyone safe? We've had no casualties, however. Yeah, we're at the point in the game where we get answers and revelations. We were swept aside like pebbles, unworthy of even a glance. I could do nothing but watch. I was powerless against him. There was little else that could have been done. Responsible as they were for the downfall of the Resistance, any move we might have made would have resulted in needless sacrifices. Look at him. Oh. I believe the intruder sensed the power of the prince's awakening and came to investigate. I don't know why he would have run away, but surely he has a plan. Tread carefully, please. Yeah.
Ready?
I am ready. Let us fuck a guy up.
Stop! You.
Zorba. So it was you behind the attack?
Indeed it was. I killed the prince, though he died all too easily. And the odd thing was, his aura felt awfully similar to yours. So I decided to bide my time a while and listen. And it's a good thing I did. There really is something stranger going on. Who are you? Are you the prince or not? Whatever your answer, I must report back to Lord Luis.
Do you have any idea what Luis is really scheming? If he becomes king, everyone in this country is doomed.
If that is what Lord Luis so desires, then I shall see it done.
It's almost impressive how blind your faith in him is.
I suppose it's just easier to follow instead of thinking for himself. He's forgotten anything he really wants.
What do you intend to do? The crown is too heavy a burden for your reedy frame. Lord Luis is the true king, who will save the worthy. And you are nothing but a powerless imposter, only fit to be sacrificed.
He is no imposter, fiend. His Highness has finally taken his first steps on the road to victory. Here, at his journey's end, after enduring these countless hardships, he has become a true successor, a true ruler. Because he knows the people's suffering firsthand.
Well, imposter or not, it's all the same if he's a corpse. And so I shall return the prince and his dying legacy to the underworld, where they belong.
Oh, hey.
Bastard! I wondered why you ran away, but it was all to lure us straight to this monstrosity.
Keep your guard up. The Melancholia is fueling his magic power.
We've come too far to be stopped by something like him. Let's put our power on full display.
The power of your newly earned archetype, Prince Surges Fall.
This guy shows up again just when we've unlocked some new power. Kinda feels like fate by now. Okay, time for a new fight. Stay on your toes.
Prince archetype unlocked. Prince and archetype exclusive to the protagonist. You can now change it out as you wish. You can act as a support for all synthesis attacks. It has a unique traits not found in other archetypes. A knowledge of skills can be transferred.
All right, let's take it down and then get after Zorba.
Oh god. Well, he wants me to do that.
This'll be over soon, and behold this power. A bit much, actually. Watch me.
This.
Gale! That felt great. Everyone is counting summoner. It is your
Nice.
turn.
Attack everything.
Yeah! Yuffie hit their weakness.
Staying safe? All right!
Bit of frenzy. The edgiest.
Behold.
What else is left? I forgot about that. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I'm edgy. What do you mean? I actually was so confused what the fuck that noise was for a second. Like, what the fuck is that wet noise?
I'll cut through.
Hopefully that kills that. Yes, it does.
More apples? Quick, knock them off again! This is just what I need! Magic smoke!
Fuck everything up.
This is the. I pray you're ready. Heed me!
I'm ready. You better be ready. Ah!
Let's see. The blade's edge. It's still up.
More apples? Quick, knock them off again! You've regenerated the headwinds! Here comes another round of wind attacks! The legs are back to normal! Ugh, we'd only just taken them out!
That is rude as fuck. Regenerating and just fucking like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna immediately heal myself.
Do something about those apples! Let me handle those apples. All right, leave it to me.
Fuck him up.
Now it can't heal itself
Fuck him up
anymore.
because you don't do things very often.
Get in there, wizard! Howling wind!
Really?
They sure don't give up easy. This is the power said to belong to a priestess. Summoner. It is your turn!
That's what's up. There we go. There we go. Boom, 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 boom. Ba ba ba. Wind God's Gale.
To ever greater heights. Ah, I didn't know I had it in me.
The bastard got away.
I say, you chaps boggle the mind. It's no mean feat to fight on even footing with a human.
I'd hoped as much. You may yet have the power to face Luis at his full strength.
It's good to see you're safe. We've certainly taken these powers a long way. Maybe we thought ourselves invincible, but don't worry. At long last, the prince is safe. In a manner of speaking. Everything's going according to plan.
Still, what's our next move? The people think you a monster. We'll not find any public backing like this.
Alces once said that His Highness the Prince was a soul born into adversity. He is royalty and elder both, heir to the legacies of heaven and earth. He is water and fire, in condemned conflux. When the day comes that His Highness may be revered as the good ruler he can be, then the world will truly be free of prejudice. And that, he said, is why we fight.
In his own words, huh? We have to fight for what he believed in. All the more reason we can't turn from this.
Right.
Years of prejudice won't go away overnight. Nothing could accomplish that. But if we don't believe things can change, they never will.
Come what may. My life is a shield raised in your highness's name. Are you prepared to fight Luis to the bitter end?
Let us fight together.
We fight him together.
Yes. By our efforts, we will stop Luis's reign.
If he ends up king, he'll be sending all traitors to the gallows. Not just us, but any innocent folks he doesn't find use for.
Lost too many lives along this journey, and if Luis has his way with the world, such partings would become all too common. We have to stop.
Look, I'm never giving up hope either, okay? All we have to do is beat him, right?
I hope you sing a victory song.
Victory song.
Well, we've got bigger things to worry about now. But I can't wait to sing it.
You... I'm still amazed. You really do look just like your mother. Truly, you are a child of fate. Your mother, she loved your father, and you with all her heart. The injustice that befell this village is not your fault. But listen well. Once you leave this village, you cannot return until you have fulfilled your ambitions. After all, an old crone like me can't take care of you forever. If you want to overcome your hardest challenges, you'll have to face them yourself. The world's fate is in your hands. Please, put an end to the tragedies of humankind's failures.
Thank you for everything.
For everything.
Our final battle lies ahead. We cannot lose. Yet, before all else, His Highness has only just awoken. Let us rest in the Gauntlet Runner for today, and advance to the royal capital tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bit strange, isn't it? I
This
was
must be when I
convinced
max
we'd
out
been together
mid.
for a long time. But I can't believe we've only just met. The beginning of my journey may have been a false memory. But my journey with you and the memories we've made, those are all real. Well, guess I'm repeating myself. But I'm glad we're working together.
Stay beside me. Forever.
Stay beside me forever.
Wow. When you put it like that, you're gonna make me blush. But thanks.
Having overcome her trial, I can sense a newfound conviction from Gallica, with both an ally and a friend.
The mystical fairy, Gallica. She who still keeps the virtues of the mage. Your tempered bond has become a fire-forged trust. Thus, a new pinnacle of heroism awakens within thee. By the grace of her newfound powers, work together to give truth to our hopes and fulfill thy destiny.
I think I'm about to get pulled into Arcadia as well.
We've got the path to tomorrow in front of us.
Elemental Master
and I'm
and
gonna lead the
Warlock.
way.
Extra turn, I can. Ooh, just gain random shit. Elemental Master, Warlock. Very cool.
When things get tough, remember this magic. The music meant for you will play in your head.
This is the magic of the music that Gallica cast for me once. Now that I think about it, it may have helped me in ways I didn't realize.
By the way, the Chiefess told me something about your novel. Apparently your parents gave you that book when you were still just a kid. I wonder what your parents wanted you to get from reading it. What they hoped for you, I guess. I suppose you'll have to find out for yourself.
The book is the legacy of my parents, the late King of Uchronia and the Queen of the Elden Sanctum. Perhaps the utopia depicted in this book wasn't a mere fantasy, but ideas of the old world passed down in the Sanctum.
The part we're reading today is the last chapter. It's about the ruler of this ideal world. Let's read it together. The last chapter is about the ruler of a utopia. The one who governs this utopia must have an unwavering will. To maintain justice in this world, there are innumerable obstacles to overcome. Yet, as long as one lives by their ideals, those who support them are sure to follow. A utopia is not the creation of a single mind or a single power. It is a world shaped by all its people. The last part sounds a little more metaphorical. There's a little more. However, even a utopia may one day fray at the edges, and its people may come to conflict over the question of what is right. What is a true utopia? What is a true ruler? None have yet found the answers to these questions.
The true utopia has never been cheap. The so-called utopia depicted within the novel was based on the old world, but it fell into ruin and was destroyed by war. So if this book traces it's the trajectory of the old world, are these truly the ideals we're striving for? It seems rather the opposite.
So even the author of this book struggled with these questions. And if you become king, you'll have plenty of tough questions and struggles to face yourself. Lady Gruaday mentioned the king was a real idealist when he first arrived at the village, but little by little, the pains of reality crushed his hope. And he even lost his son. In the end, his will was broken. He didn't lift a finger to stop the church's rise to power. With that in mind, I can honestly see why people would be drawn to Luis. His values are radical and cruel, but he's devoted to them. Unshakable, even. But we can't lose either. For the sake of everyone who has believed in us along the way.
Even if I were to win the throne, there's no guarantee my idealistic vision could ever become real.
Right.
And yet, what choice is there but to believe in them and fight them? The alternative is to accept that nothing will change.
You've got the power to change the world. And the one who gave it to you was, well, yourself. And that's what I'm going to help you with. That's my mission. My real mission. And I'm going to see it through.
After discussing the novel and our ideals with Gallica, I didn't get to read the last chunk. Arcadia. As I thought. Arcadia, it seems like I've been summoned by more in a dream.
I saw what happened. So, you found a way to unequivocally shape your destiny.
Well, at Gallica, I close my eyes.
As far as I know, there is no record of your newly acquired archetype ever being used, even in ancient times. An archetype whose existence was only theoretical, known to some scholars as the magic of true sovereignty. Indeed, a power of legend. I once said that to be Elder was your inescapable fate. However, it seems the truth was more complex than that. Magic is a process by which we confront fate and tame anxiety, and archetypes are its essence. They are manifestations of a resolve capable of heroic virtue. So then, what do you think is the foremost, most inescapable fate a person must bear?
The foremost fate? Not really sure, but for me to be me, and for you to be you? Or something like that.
Indeed. It is birth that is inescapable. You cannot choose who you are born to, and once your familial place is determined, that fate cannot be changed. Yet by some strange tangle of destiny, you were given a choice that the very act of existence denies most people. By your own will, you were born again, as a prince. Do you understand? You stand on the threshold of truly becoming a ruler, not as an unearned title of bloodline's chance, nor as a mere authority over people. You have taken control of your life. You are ready to rule your very self. That is what it truly means to be a hero. And it is the crux of the power that is awakened within you. What glorious coincidence indeed. that I, as a scholar of archetypes, might cross paths with and witness such a remarkably fated boy. It almost bespeaks.
Indeed. 'Tis his hands that bear our fate.
Who? I remember. I know that I know this voice. Had I forgotten it all this time? Yes. I swear I've heard it before. And I let it slip from my mind. Who are you? You with this voice that moves hearts. Speak. Who are you? Why have you awakened this boy to his power?
If it is answers you seek, then go and claim them.
Are you? Could you be?
As for you, I bid thee awaken. Move onward to thy final ordeal. Take thy place at the final proving of the Ascension of Kings.
My conscience faded away, and I was sent back to my sleep, reminded that Moore was the author of the fantasy novel. As Moore visited the ancient Eldons...
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Ah, the art is cute. Ah, cute. So happy.
Okay, all our preparations are just about set. Now that this is actually happening, I've got some pre-show jitters.
All this royalty? It always felt they lived in a different world to the likes of me. Never figured I'd be walking alongside one myself.
'Tis proof that bloodline decides nothing. We are one people living in a shared world.
Looks like this is gonna be our last mission. Any final words you want to say?
Stand strong to the end.
We can't give up. Stand strong to the end.
Of course. No way we're losing here. I've got the fire in me eyes now.
About the new stuff you've felt and learned since becoming the prince. Can I ask you one more thing? Why is it that you want to be king? It's not about honor or power, is it?
Protect my country and its people. Don't give her honor. Some coin would be nice.
I want to protect this country and its people.
'Tis the answer I hoped for. As your knight, I will ever serve you with all my soul and ability.
Well, I guess this means we're ready as we're gonna be.
It's a grand try.
Let's move.
You see?
All in Grand Trade will give us a warm reception still, should we choose not to fight. And Luis's victims will only pile high. Easy to say, we'll help anyone, but doing it's a whole... Oh my god, my brain. Easy to say, we'll help anyone, but doing it's a whole nother thing. All the more reason we got to prove we're serious by putting our lives on the line. We'll lead by example, besides, it won't be the first time we've crawled our way out. Oh, there we go.
After having made so many sacrifices, the group has gained new powers and ascertained new truths. Their arch-enemy, Luis, already has one hand on the throne. Even so, they march ever forward, spirits rekindled by battle. They head to Grand Trad, for the fight is far from over.
That elder boy is nowhere to be found. I suppose it's only a matter of time until Luis takes the throne.
Speaking of which, I don't see the general. The voice of the pro-Luis faction became too overwhelming. He was ultimately forced out of his position. Why is this happening? Even if the Sanctus Church's favor has collapsed, why is it that Luis alone is reaping the benefits?
The public mind is the same as it's always been.
It's too difficult to find answers in themselves, so they follow those who provide. We've certainly relied on that ourselves.
It's always easier to follow than to have to make all the risks yourself. Now that we are out of ideas, what can we do?
Can you imagine Luis on the throne? Can you imagine what he'd do with us? We'd be the first on the chopping block. Do we hide? Run? Our ships are in port.
Is this really the time for idle chit-chat?
Who are you?
Just a passing wastrel. Thought I'd drop in for a word since I was in the area. You might have one way to survive.
Well then, let us depart.
Lord Luis, your pardon. We've encountered an unexpected snag. I killed the prince in the Elden village. I confirmed his death, yet it appears the boy candidate has merged with his corpse.
Hot.
It seems the prince is now resurrected.
Resurrected?
Wait, who's hot? Luis or Zorba? Who are you talking about?
The boy candidate was the actual prince after all. Something about his
I
soul
thought you
having
meant Luis.
traveled independently and then returning to his corporeal body.
I see. So his ideal form was spun from Magla. Whatever the case, this means the land's true prince has reawakened in his sanctum. How interesting. After these long years, my chase may finally come to an end.
It's because of that
My
third eye, innit?
nemesis.
You love that third eye.
Lord Luis, what is it about that bastard that fascinates you? Yeah, I won't let it end like this. I have to do better. I need more power. I will show Lord Luis I am worthy of his gaze.
We'll soon be arriving above the royal capital.
Excellent. As planned, increase altitude and enter the royal palace in the sky.
Are you certain? We'll be heading directly to His Majesty, the former king, and...
Rest assured, that old fool is powerless to stop me now. Proceed.
Understood.
Let the final banquet begin.
Come on, any takers? Any bets for the other candidates? Remember, if Luis loses, a silver coin could turn into mountains of Reeve.
What are you trying to say? You think Count Luis is going to lose?
Oh no, of course not. I'm just saying.
I'll call that bet. All in on His Highness the Prince.
A Sanctus bigwig gambling away his tides? This really is the end of the world. Didn't know his esteemed princeliness had any supporters left.
I mean, he's not really the prince, is he? Was actually a monster in disguise all along. Haven't you heard the news? The times we live in, I tell you.
Must be tough, being an easy mark. It didn't take much for you to buy everything Luis was selling about the prince. The fireworks went off the moment he said, "Behold." Remember? You don't think there's any chance Luis orchestrated the entire thing?
Oi, churchman. You saying Count Luis lied to us? You think he cast some big illusion?
An illusion, eh? What if I said it's a power more dangerous than that? Always struck me as odd. We all know Luis, the mighty human slayer, but how does he keep finding the things one after another? Seems a bit convenient, if you ask me. Like he knows in advance where these monsters will appear to cause havoc.
Easy to nitpick and gripe about him, isn't it, churchman? Maybe someone needs to shut you up.
All right. Let's keep things civil, eh? No sense becoming a monster yourself.
Oi! What's all this fuss about? Damn it! When Count Luis is king, you'll all be the first at the gallows. You'll die just like Forden.
Well, they're probably just as anxious as the rest of us. All that yelling and thrashing helps fight it off. Humans have been sighted near the capital, after all.
It's more than that. Pockets of society have resented the upper class for ages now, but this might be the spark that lights the kindling. Luis's respect for power is certainly cruel, but it's fair to an extent. Those of us pushing the status quo have always struggled to understand the appeal.
Even then, everyone's on edge. They'll jump at any excuse to argue and snarl at each other. Never seen it this bad. Not normal, I say.
Blind fanaticism and doom go hand in hand. If we don't find some common ground soon, it'll collapse beneath us. Luis left saying that he'd be waiting at the royal capital. Only one place he could be. All eyes are on his Skyrunner as it rises to the flying palace. What are we about to see?
Ah. The royal palace. It's been a while. Do you hear
been a
me,
long cutscene.
O king? Stubborn and deathless? This country is distorted. You and the other titled authorities decide who grows fat and who is devoured. The country knows no war only because our very core is built upon a system of societal predator and prey. It cannot be defied from within. That is peace, but not order. Hand over the royal scepter. The game is over. The country needs change, and I will provide it.
Thou impertinent faith breaker, hast thou no shame in preempting the day of judgment?
Do you presume yourself a god? Is that why you wrought your face in stone and took it to the heavens? You're nothing. Just an ordinary, broken old man.
How wouldst thou wield the king's magic? To what end?
To purify all that your kind have left to rot. You threw away your ideals, but I will never make that mistake.
Oh, no.
Only the people's chosen may take the throne. The royal scepter and its resting place remain beyond you.
This royal scepter, the royal magic. Did you think that only generations of kings were aware of their secrets? Why someone can manipulate world-changing power by use of only a single scepter? Why only those supported by the people can use it? Listen well, O king. The truth behind the royal magic.
But we are not allowed here.
So it's true. The country truly is putrid with sin. In other words, if I took hold of it now, then I would have the power to change the world itself.
How didst thou learn of this?
How?
Thou wert elder.
You were not always blind to this country's rot. When you visited our sanctum, I saw and knew the passion in your heart. And yet, what happened to our village? What happened to this country?
Oh.
You cannot stop me any longer. Nor can anyone else. Save one lone possibility.
Snatching victory from the maw of catastrophe, the party descends again on the royal capital, Grand Trad. But they are greeted only by ominous skies. Their return hardly counts as a triumph, considering how they departed. Anticipating conflict, the Gauntlet Runner comes to a quiet stop.
My phone died and it won't charge. And I'm just like, I can't be asked figuring it out, so I PNG in it.
What the hell's wrong with the sky?
Isn't that... Oi! That monster boy's come back! Ah, That's why the sky's grown so hellish. The half-dead bastard returns with his head held high.
A more aggressive welcome than I expected. Would any introductions help them to understand?
It's useless. Words are cheap. Still, we should walk with pride instead of trying to keep our heads down.
True enough.
His Royal Highness, the Prince, returns! Luis distorted his form through strange and terrible magics, but the curse is now dispelled. His true form has been restored!
Oi, if that's really His Highness, then tell us why in His Majesty in the sky stop all this bloodshed?
Cause he's an imposter! Just like Count Luis said! You'll not fool us again, beast!
Oi! Calm down. At least listen.
And you! Never thought I'd see one of the Magnus brothers standing against Count Luis, even the thick one. He took in a Paripus like you, and you spit on him! Scum! Only thing traitors deserve is a tight rope and a stiff beam. And you want us to support the prince?
Lady Juna, I can't believe this! I admired you! Why would you risk dying alongside some fake prince? I don't intend on dying with anyone! Besides, I'm still me, whoever I'm standing with.
Hey, you chief! Weren't you the wretch who got kicked out of the knighthood? Now you're with this pack of throne chasers. Shame. Shame! Mustari girl! You ungrateful pagan! Count Luis brought down the Sanctus Church for you! How dare you strike out at him? They're all traitors, I say!
What is all this? The truth of the prince hardly matters to them. Every one of them's only concerned with their own emotions, and nothing else.
We'll have your heads on pike soon enough. Leave! Get out of our royal capital!
If they're just monsters, we can deal with them ourselves. How about it?
This is bad. They really are out for our blood. Has everyone gone insane?
Oi, over here! Don't bother with them. No talking this one out. You need to run, now!
Ads are starting.
We weren't away from the city that long. What happened? Why are all the people so bloodthirsty now?
While the ads are happening, I will be right back. Maybe even figure out the fucking tracking issue. BRB. Right then. Continuing on.
The prince turning into a monster before their eyes still lingers in their minds. After all, a monster entered into their society disguised as a person.
No, that's not...
I know, it's not true. But truth and how it appears to the citizens are different beasts. Moreover, humans have been sighted closer than ever before. The royal capital's populace is unused to danger, so they've become suspicious of each other. How fares your neighbor? Do you run in circles with monsters in disguise? Are questions on the tip of every tongue. Ever since Forden's death, Luis has everyone on a knife edge. He's erratic, and nobody knows how he'll react to those who defy him if push comes to shove.
So, at the core of it, people are scared witless, and they cling to Luis as a savior, rather than the devil he is.
You well know that Luis cares not one whit about social status, especially as a token of birthright. No amount of wealth or standing can buy his protection. So even those who may have opposed him at first now counsel that condemning him would be imprudent, as it puts their safety at risk.
My phone crashed. Well, my phone didn't crash. It just died. And it wasn't going... The wire or whatever just wasn't charging. So, we are on PNG for now. Because, yeah...
Then we're stuffed. He won't save anyone. And oh yeah, he can create humans, by the way.
Oh, that's all true then. I have my suspicions, but it's still a bit of a jolt. This all said, in my humble opinion, what we're seeing in the people now has been in the works for some time. Now, has the tournament for the throne truly ever been a fair contest? The Sanctus Church bent it to its whim, and I abetted that. To my shame. Before I met you people, I didn't have much to me but anger and quips. I'd rant and snipe and have my cynical little discourse, but I'd only looked to others for change. Now maybe that outlook's our real enemy. Blind fanaticism, like I had. Even if there's no malice to it, it's a dangerous thing. Hard to think clear when your mind's a muddy stream.
We've been told Magla is born from people's anxiety. Perhaps the proof is now before our eyes.
Kind of ironic. But we have to do something about it. If we don't, they'll never listen. We'll only ever be seen as an enemy.
I had the inn prepared. They won't let anyone in but you lot. Let's head there for now, shall we?
Nearest is heading back to the Gauntlet Runner. It seems like the city has calmed down. At least a tiny bit. Have a hard time wrecking our Gauntlet Runner, but we still have a chance to make our way over to the Hushed Honeybee. Everyone else has already gone in.
Luis rightfully ought to be king.
What now?
So am I able to...
Ultimate power.
Recapture their power from thy soul. The heroes of all perished, only possessing one. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, this marks thee apart. Yep. Find thou the ultimate heroic embodiment, that which eluded thy precepts. Why, this voice I can't remember.
Ultimate.
Now, where
Do
was
I need to go... Yeah? Find out. Or is this a whole... It will happen when it happens. Kind of thing.
Oh.
Why? That's a new archetype. Might I ask you for a demonstration? Ah. Mystical Scrolls. A magic formula apparently written by the king. It's entitled The Royal Magic. It's written in a language from the old world and I can't read it. Just name written...
That reminds me.
You figured out the past we can't read or written in old world language, right? Be able to find out anything else?
The truth of the matter is...
Somewhat, yes. However, it raises more questions than it provides answers. What do you mean? It's all names. The parts written in old world language and part of the spell at all. It's a list of countless names.
Quite.
Yeah, and perhaps that's the type of spell it is to begin with. Well, kind of creepy if you ask me. Whose names are there anyway? Get my heads or tails out of all this Seeker and Royal Magic business. But Royal Magic isn't the kind of spell we've assumed it is. The Glowing Palace, the way the spell reads the hearts of the people and protects candidates from assassination. Perhaps there's a deeper truth beyond the magic's individual aspects. Thormakin's greatest wish was to guide the kingdom to reform. I assume what's written there is the crux of his endeavours to that end.
That's right.
I'm more confident in my ability to decipher any further meaning from it. When or if you recall anything, I would appreciate if you examined the scroll again for me.
I've been waiting.
You've awakened the Prixator, the power within your way of life has influenced over your allies. And now signs of a power beyond imagination present themselves. It is the power of the true hero, one who shares and supports the perspective of the sovereign, such as a royal archetype. I hope you'll let me witness his power come to fruition. In response to the protagonist's true awakening, his allies can now study royal archetypes. The requirements for royal archetypes are difficult, but they are powerful. Archetypes unique to each ally.
Please, do make yourselves comfortable.
Okay. Which is the thing.
My deepest gratitude.
Oh, shit. Special experiments. Masks. Create. Powerful strikes. Coxcomb Vessel. Call upon a cockatrice. Cockatrice feels dark magic and inflicts poison. Ah, I just realised I'm looking at the wrong thing. More hot damn. Give me more. Oh no, you can now summon the cockatrice. Wait, pause. More's legal. I believe More's legal. I'm pretty sure he's an adult. Don't know an age though. Archetype, the Guptora's King. Who uses powerful multi-strike attacks. So I just need the Raptor. And the masks. What? Okay. To get that, I need to make a wizard's mask. Wizard's mask, I need some. Okay. Good night. Holiday mask. Hot damn! Hot diggity damn! Okay. Ba ba ba. Ba na 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 na. Oh god, didn't mean to open that. Oopsie. Okay. Cat.
Here, kitty.
Okay, he's cute. Oh, and he has nothing more to give. Okay. Ooh.
What now?
So. What do you mean I have to level up some? Boo. Elemental. Wait, what? Elemental Master. Okay, so you need to do this.
Fascinating. This right here. All right.
You are now
I'm
need to
counting on
do
you.
this.
Of course.
Mhm. Let's pass it. Yes.
I've acquired a new power.
You need. I don't have what you need at all. Love that. You need Trickster, Soul Hacker and Unknown, and just Unknown. And I just need. God damn it, game.
Oh.
I do wish to leave this place. Magic power, time righteous server per reckoning. Oh, it's a whole thing. Oh dear.
All right then.
Luis is the only one left, isn't he? Smash it all to bits.
Yeah.
Everyone, I'm glad you made it back in one piece. Since you left, Luis's following has only grown.
Have you changed? You're still the same person, aren't you?
'Tis quite a story, but it deserves explaining. I only hope you can believe us.
Alright, wait a minute. Let me get this straight. I had thought all this business with declaring yourself the prince was a well-meaning bluff. But under the deception, you were, in fact, the actual prince. Is that right? Still, I mean, how do you get the whole country to believe your story? Is that even possible?
Frankly, I doubt it. We've just seen firsthand how far we'll get trying to talk the people down.
Then what will you do? If this goes on...
But you're still you, yes? You came to help everyone, just like you helped me before, right?
Yes,
That's
that's right. It'll all turn out fine.
Good.
I see. So, even if no one believes you, you're still determined to settle the score with Luis head on?
Even so, the gulf between us is wider than ever. The people have all but named him their champion. With so little time, a guileless appeal to the public may fall on deaf ears.
Hard luck for the honest knight. Not much room left for civil debate now that Luis is openly advocating killing his opposition. Well, that ship sailed when the king's magic faded. Anyway, if there is a key to turning the tide, first place I'd look is the castle in the sky. You saw how violent and volatile the city folk are now, but I don't think it's as simple as fearing Luis. I've been keeping an eye on the royal capital while you were off on your jaunt through the woods. Frankly, the change in public sentiment was too sudden, unnatural. It's as if they've been
Fabian
collectively
is
drained of their sanity,
delicious.
and if I had to guess what's causing it...
Also, apparently, my whole Twitch thing
All the
fucking
eeriness in the
died to
sky.
death.
Is that because...
Don't know, but the change in the citizens is certainly odd. If something really is forcing it, that means we might still have a chance to fix it.
what Luis is doing in the Royal Palace, whether or not he truly desires a world overrun by humans, we won't know his mind until we confront him.
On the other hand, it may well be bait for a trap.
Must be
There's gotta
something
up there.
Then it's settled. Head to the Royal Palace and put a stop to whatever Luis is cooking up. With that Skyrunner, you're the only ones who can. And we'll fight in the ways we can too. We'll make sure the whole kingdom hears that the real prince is back after all the strife he's been through.
Indeed. If you can make things better, you might just inspire everyone to remember their own hopes and dreams. Maria's been terribly patient, waiting for you and believing in you. It'd be nice to see her smile again.
Right.
If Luis is behind all these disturbances, then stopping him will only help us in the approval rate. If we can restore civility and rational thought, it'll pave the way to defeating Luis. We must press on with faith in
I'll
that.
always believe in you. We'll all do our best, so you can be a good king.
Indeed. If we win, I suppose you really will be king.
We're counting on you, O King.
Oh, King?
It's too late today for a grand charge, I fear. Let us take a night's rest, and on the morrow, we make for the castle.
What to pick?
What do people to talk to Jesus? Oh, curious fairy. I don't really want to be around people outside because they're weird lately. People in here feel nice and warm though. I wonder why. It's like there's this optimism in here. And it's gotten stronger since you came in. Actually, I can feel people. Pretty amazing. What kind of magic is that? I wish the people outside were like this. Just like that. There we go. Fabian.
You.
Who would have believed you were His Highness? The actual prince. Apologies for the less than royal accommodations, but try to have a good rest regardless.
Oh, it's Mr.
No matter what happens, you're still you to me, mister. I'm going to keep cheering you on forever. Oh, I want to give her the pictures. No matter what I say, the people of Grand Trad are going to look down on you. Sounds like this, where your action will speak louder than words. When they see you stand up to Luis, it will be plain who's in the right. Something foul in the air of Grand Trad. Everyone seems so anxious. Oh, there we go. My wazzet's back. Nice. But there are also those who believe in us. We must press on. Oh, she's been putting them up here. Okay, we're drawings I gave to... yeah. There's still so many more wonders throughout the country. Still waiting to be seen. There is. I need to give them to her.
Oh, hell.
Everyone is filled with so much anxiety. Now they don't know what to do. Public sentiment is very volatile at times like this. There is still a way to win. Itchy forehead. So different from when you were last at Grand Trad. Everyone's staring at you with such disdain in their eyes. We must remember you've still got people on your side. Let's just do what we can. Nodders.
Your Highness.
And so His Highness returns to the royal capital in triumph and glory. In truth, I'd like to welcome you back with a grand feast. Now, the day shall come when the people too celebrate you in grand fashion. My spirit is ever ready to ensure that day comes.
Honestly.
First you were Luis's subordinate, then a false prince, and now you've awakened as His True Highness. None have walked so strange a path as you. And after all this, you still mean to be king.
Come on.
Some turnaround, eh? Last time you were here, people were falling over themselves to welcome you. Now the only thing I see in their eyes is fear. Damn it. People, even if Makoto turned into a monster. Luis is the one making them. A fair bit scarier, if you ask me. bigger and softer than the bunks in the corner room. Maybe it's time to call it.
Good night.
Rest well.
The day of the hero draws near, which shall see the crowning of a new king.
Such cute
31
art.
days remain.
31 days remain. Ominous as fuck, you fuck.
To all the people who dwell in this land,
This voice?
soon naught but 1 month will remain. On the dawn of the day of the hero, the one who has inspired the greatest faith of the people shall inherit the kingdom. I bid thee forget not these words.
Wasn't expecting to wake up to such a spectacle, but I suppose that confirms it. This is where it ends.
Luis has already fortified himself behind the palace walls. Good thing we've got a Skyrunner, or it'd already be over for us.
Or perhaps it is us he has been waiting for all this time.
However disturbing the world looks now, 'tis only a prelude to the deadland Luis strives for.
Sky looks proper hellish already. And with all the humans out there, it's no wonder everyone's losing their grip.
Well, he wanted a fair world where strength decides everything. Funny how that's indistinguishable from absolute chaos.
But it's Luis who has the most support right now. And that wasn't born of deception. He broke the nation's order, and everyone knows it.
True enough. That's what got Ardell and I dreaming to begin with. Figured a world where the poor and weak get trampled on was a world worth breaking. Come to think of it, what do we all stand for, really?
Maybe hope.
Hope.
A little broad, don't you think? I don't really know what everyone's talking about, but everyone who's seen you and your friends say you're amazing. You make them really, really happy. Because, you know, you've got all the tribes in your team. Everyone's different, but you keep working together and doing great. You're so cool.
A fair point. You're quite right, Maria. It is a hard thing to word, so forgive my fumbling. But perhaps it is a matter of standing for something Luis does not believe exists. We must prove that it does.
If you keep on believing in what you want, and you keep on working hard for it, it will come true.
That's right, love. I can think of plenty of people who would be much happier if they took a page from your book.
I see now. This is surely the essence of true magic.
Best of luck, Your Highness. After all those speeches about taking the throne, it'll be awfully irresponsible to go dying on us now.
If Luis claims victory, everyone will be sacrificed in his wake. We have to prevent that from happening. Whatever Luis is doing in the Royal Palace has to be stopped as soon as possible. And it's up to us to do it.
Thank you. Well, we'd best keep an eye on the calendar. The king's deadline was the dawn of the day of the hero, so we've got until the day before. And that won't be the end of things either. Even if people come to their senses, it would amount to nothing if Luis sits upon the throne. Personally, I think we should prioritize our main objective here. I'm sure we'd get it done, but we have to make sure we have at least 1 day to spare before the day of the hero.
We've got a few days left, so it's up to you how we spend them. When we set off, let's do it with no regrets.
Basically, this is the end.
So Luis is hiding the floating royal palace here. We have to stop him. I won't accept King Luis. That's... Here's where we are now.
Let's put an end to this.
Is left 30. Head to the Royal Palace in the sky to save the world from being driven into madness. By Luis. This man, with his ruinous aspirations for the future, must not succeed at the throne. A mission with a deadline has begun to challenge Airborne Palace to part from the Round Table and the God. Due to Magla disturbances throughout the kingdom, the entire country has experienced dread weather, and the bad enough because of an inclement weather called Blight. The abilities of your followers and their support will be indispensable when it comes to surpassing Luis and being crowned a new king. Use this time to ensure you'll have no regrets when you depart. Prevent Luis's destructive vision and rescue the kingdom's future before the day of you.
So?
You need to be absolutely sure you're ready for anything before heading in. That place has definitely changed from the last time you were there. Okay. Requests.
Oh, right.
New bounty available.
All right, then.
Oh, there's shit all over the place. Jesus.
Luis is the only one left.
Okay.
This is all right. Oi!
Good human prince. Man, Luis has really got everyone riled up, but it's fine, right? It's important is we don't break over this.
Ooh.
Correct.
Oh, now this I
Ooh. Hello.
Outfit. Aren't you the candidate who claims to be the prince? If you're possessed of princely skills, then I have a task for you. Place some distance from Otterbury called Mount Volcano. Could I ask if you go look for Walking's legendary greatsword there? Oh. If the story goes, ages ago, the Walking united the land under his exemplary leadership. Even the sword he carried became the stuff of legends. It's said to be stunning awe-inspiring craftsmanship. I've travelled many leagues in hope of seeing it, and in fact, it's been 10 years since I first set out. It's just that Mount Volcano is a veritable den of monsters. No doubt I'd die before I found it. That's why I figured I might enlist someone so princely in my stead. Of course, I'll reward you handsomely, and you're sure to find other treasure there too. We'll see.
guess so.
It's hard to turn down treasure. We might find something we could actually use against Luis. Or if not, we could sell it and buy something that is useful. What do you think? Go to Mount Volcano and look for this legendary greatsword? Let's look for it.
Much gratitude to you.
You'll really do it? You have my gratitude. I shall, of course, prepare a suitable reward. Not to mention the sword yours to keep. I just want to see it.
Did it!
Nice, if we swing it, we get a treasure and a legendary sword on top of it. That's kind of worth it to me. Remember, the great sword is sealed within Mount Volcano.
Let's give it a shot.
I just need to go get some stuff.
That's where you want to go.
Volcano should be around here, despite it being a volcano. Apparently, it's safe.
We'll face danger here.
Help me, will ya?
Don't let the greed get the better of you. They're a dangerous monster. Of course, we know the difference between bravery and foolishness. So we'll prepare accordingly.
Something up? Hmm?
Someone wants to see me. Who? Barden. Probably wants to talk on the run. I said, cook for my words, mates. Next time we're on the road. Yeah, we'll do that.
All right then. Ooh.
Okay.
All right then.
So that's that. Go over here. See if there is anything.
All right then.
So that's what it's come to.
What is there to be
Oh,
done?
bah, 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 bah.
I guess it's over then.
Nothing left to do now.
Guess there's nothing to be done about
It's only a great
Should be over. Ba, ba, ba.
That's enough out of you, yeah?
Up you. Na, 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 na.
Uh-huh.
Yes. Bounties. Banner bath.
That's a rough
Okay.
one.
Much obliged for taking this contract. Everyone else has been reluctant to take it. See this place? Well, back during a famine, a plan was hatched to save food. They involved abandoning the people there and leaving them to die. Of course, it's antiquated practice these days. Rumor is the resentment of those unlucky people manifested into this monster. But if this creature, the Ordemus, is left as is, it's highly likely that it will start to terrorize the neighboring areas as well. Said, if superstitions don't deter you, by all means take it down. What do you think? Will you do it? Yeah. Abandoned path. What should I first winner? Yeah, going after the Rigopish, a type of snake monster. I know. I can't believe it. I am the prince of all things. Hi, Link. How are you? Chef Census, search reporting to steps into fighting. They've got more of a symbiotic relationship. We should take it down. The Ordemus. Bring me back the Bloodstained Talon. You'll get the reward after turning that in. I know, right? The lowest tribe being the prince, and now potentially the king. Oh, bullshit.
Counting on you.
The informer should have more details too. Okay, no.
Let's do it.
Doodle-doodle. Courage.
And right there's a labyrinth.
That's a rough one.
Now you. Seems that there's more than monsters causing trouble nowadays. This contract will require you to assassinate the founder, Sisters, the leader of some religious fanatics. And by religion, I don't mean sanctism or even pagans. This is some nameless sect how they're proclaiming death to be the true salvation. They believe that if they die before the world is destroyed, they'll be reborn in a different one. They say the world of today is fated to end, and dying is our only means of rescue. Because I've only just got it right now, literally. I've on the Royal archetype. But I have been using the Dancer archetype just because it restores MP and restores health when I'm running around just slapping things for grinding. And then I've kind of just left it on there. But chances are I'll probably just leave it on Royal. Eventually. If they kept their delusion fantasies to themselves, it wouldn't be our problem. But now they're attacking people near Grand Trad in the name of salvation.
I guess, but...
And that'll be true of everyone. If I get Royal on everyone, everyone will use Royal. Thing is, it's their personal thing. No better than common bandits. Indeed, security in Grand Trad's bad enough with all that's going on. So this death cult is pushing us over the edge. You made the wrong choice. By all accounts, it's chaos in Grand Trad. Is it to do with stats? It's there by ending the bandit chief. I may have See, I've put too much into strength to the point where I'm just capped out and I get nothing from the bonuses. And I'm just like, sad. I stopped too late. Everything else is now going into endurance, but still, it's just like, oh, I'm maxed out on strength. I just fucking full whack strength. Thank you, frankly. There's not a moment to lose. Between you and me, I hear they've got their hands on a secret weapon that'll kill people en masse. And brought it to their hideout. It's pathetic that they go to such a thing under our noses, but the military has its hands full keeping the peace and hunting down monsters. We need you right now. Found a hatchet. After you've done the job, deliver that when you get the reward. Foreman, Royal Capital. North of Grand Trad, disgraced ruins.
Let's do it.
Is that a tower? Tell me it's a tower.
Let's see.
It is not a tower, which is kind of annoying. Pretty far, but if we fly, we'll get there quick.
And right there's a labyrinth. Here's where we are now.
So this is the last one. Cute. There's that. I want another tower. I want another one of these. These have been great for grinding. Cockamordus, Terror of the Sky.
That's a rough one.
I need someone to defeat the great bird monster, Cockamordus. And you're probably the only ones who can do it. It's legendary throughout Oceania. They say it's a Cockasados that has lived for hundreds of years, growing enormously strong as the result. In the past, it appeared near Brawlhaven each time a delegation is formed to dispatch to kill it, but they've all failed. The best they could ever do was wound it, but each and every time it just fled back to some skybound ruin.
I see.
It flew back to its perfect little hiding spot, and no one could chase after it. Till we came along with a sky runner. Guess it really is up to us. As it stands, the city is on the verge of succumbing to total panic. In truth, the rumour about the beast is more worrying than the damage it's caused directly. The great monster bird brings plague and famine with it, they say. A plague? Is there any truth to that? It's just superstition, but in this day and age, the panic caused by such rumours can spread instantly, like flames across a parched field. The idea of this plague is adding anxiety to an already chaotic situation, or I could break out at any moment. And we've got to stop it. So if we can find this bird monster, you know those mushroom-shaped rocks out in Brawlhaven Sea? At the top of one of those is a ruin known as Manor of the Ascendant. Seems the bird happened upon the ruin some time ago and decided it'd be the perfect nest. And not in a place that anyone can get to. There's undoubtedly plenty of danger waiting for you up there, but there's also rumours of fabulous treasure.
On you.
Anyway, if you can manage to slay Cockamordus, bring me the cockatrice crest as evidence, I'll give you a reward then.
Okay then.
Yeah, I know. I know you said you were a mage for most of it. Funny thing is, when I did the first battle that it's like, you have to use this, I was like, slash? Ooh. Link mustn't have been happy when it seems to have been a strength virtue instead. Whoopsie. A cockatrice that's lived for 100 years and got so strong, change its name. We could probably pay a visit to Brawlheim.
Let's do it.
Ruins on top of a rock. Sure is weird, huh? But we should be able to get there if we fly.
This place.
Okay. So this one seems like it's the most dangerous. Yes. Yeah. Max out, use all the points, and blah blah blah. Kind of a thing. Although I imagine you can probably just look online at that point to be like, hey, if I max everything out and I haven't put any points in, what are the stats I get? And then just plan around that. At least then you can actually use your points.
That's enough out of you, yeah?
Can hardly think on it.
Be a bit more mid-maxy.
All right, then. What now?
My brain. Oh, I need to go over into this part of town and talk to two people.
Why, you little... Well, I guess...
Are you there?
Will you fight for Count Luis?
Hi, you there.
What do you mean? What question was that, sorry? About when you max them out and you get stats. Ooh, my brain just fucking short circuit on my dumbass. You far. This guy is really here. No wonder everyone in town's so frightened. Do everything in their power to return their lives to days was. Oh, what are you? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. You get +5 to a stat. I can take a beating. That endurance served me fucking well. Show everything in our power to return lives to ordinary peace. Makoto, I know this isn't the best time, but could I speak with you about something? Itovi and the others. Since the incident before, the Sanctus parishioners glare at me if I so much as walk near the church. I tried to explain it myself, but they won't hear it. If I try going to the front, then... okay. I need more eloquence. The one stat I've put no fucking time into. Yeah. I thought of it more as the fact I normally play tanks. I was like, yeah, let's just pick this fun little thing. And then I was watching someone else play the intro and just reading chat as you do. And then I got the answer to that. Kinda like how I learned about mage.
So that's what it's come to.
I think I learned about the mage thing accidentally through watching something. I was like, so that's what that is.
What now?
Still.
All right then.
Right, I can't do Yufa. That's that quest because of you.
Hey?
You've forgotten me already? Some people know me as the Queen of Cuisine. Oh, you, yeah. Though I suppose that title is a little presumptuous to use in the company of an actual prince. I met Martira. You used to be a chef within the royal palace. Are you still on your journey to perfect the art of cooking? Correct. I once again need your talents, that unique point of view that allows to create such unexpected and powerful dishes. I'll hear you out.
Whatever will I do?
During the course of my travels, a thought constantly crossed my mind. In times such as these, what can I cook to ease the hunger of those struggling to survive? I speak of those who cannot afford gourmet cuisine. The most they can hope for is a simple fare, which fills the stomach but leaves the heart empty. Therefore, what the world needs is a dish that, while comprised of plain ingredients, brings with it a colourful sweetness that brightens the drudgery of everyday life. A dish that's simple yet exciting. I like that idea, but honestly, I have no clue how to make something like that. When I think of food that quickens my pulse, the first thing that comes to mind is a sweet flavour. Nourishing lummy bees are a must. And so that everyone, from wee children to the elderly, may eat it in comfort, a fluffy texture would be perfect. Let's see. So we need a dish that uses lummy bees and that has a fluffy texture. Correct. If you manage to whip us up a dish that seems promising, simply return here and...
Let's give it a shot.
belongs to Lord Louis. What now?
Funny you mention that. I think I might happen to have it. I just need to look at the foods that I have. So I think I've got pancakes of some description. An anti-honey cake. It's that indestructible honey cake. I'd have to look.
All right then. Let's go.
You're not gonna let me fucking touch it, I've just realized. Oh, you did. Oh, alright, son. That's fine. It's this. A baked sweet so soft, not even a blade can clear. Oh, I get it.
Really?
Fuck you! I know the answer to the question, you fuck.
Where to?
Right. Do I have any other quests?
Something up?
Never mind.
All right then.
It doesn't work because reasons.
All right. Where to?
Atira. You have nothing going on.
Where to?
But you do. God damn it.
Humans.
Humans.
I could see it.
Hello.
Well, going out of your way to talk to a story like me, I admire your pluck, lad.
Brandon.
You piqued my interest, so let me share something with you I picked up in a tavern. By an old structure called the Forsaken Tower to the north of here. It's teeming with powerful monsters. None who step inside have ever stepped back out. I heard there's 3 such towers in the world, and apparently the number itself isn't significant. Anyway, look at you, and now do a fairy in tow. You wouldn't happen to be the hero who saved the island, would
Now
you?
what am I to do?
In that case, I think there's something in particular you should hear. Consider this. Top secret. Apparently there's some sort of legendary monster at the top. I've heard it's got something to do with a trial for obtaining forbidden power. Well, that's all I could tell you. Anyone who's looking into it hasn't survived to tell the tale. But considering you dealt with the dragon god and saved our people, if a forbidden power is real, I'd want to go to a hero like you. No doubt the chief would agree, so I'll leave it to you if the legend rings true. If you want to dive a little deeper into the trial, try the informant in the tavern. I get a lot of my information there.
Let's take a moment to prepare.
Well, I need all the strength I can to fight Louis.
Please, if there's anything you can do.
The more you risk, the more you stand to gain. I should hope I'll be shoving off, though. Let's look out there.
All right.
Forbidden power in the Forsaken Tower. Fun.
Please?
All right then.
But there's nothing else. Oh no, there's something now.
Let's go.
Oh, this might be Yufa, actually. This probably is Yufa. It is Yufa.
Where to?
Yeah.
Where to?
Itaria. Oh, why does it have to be?
Let's go.
Okay. Denny. Apologize for bringing this up at a time like this, but I have something I thought I should tell you. Lately I've been searching through old histories to review true traditions. I discovered something about a set of towers scattered through the country.
Whoa.
Oh, well, like that one place, right? Yeah, we're familiar. Why is that so? Then that makes things simpler. According to the books I've read, when turmoil rocks the world of men, a sign will appear in the towers 3. 3 trials for 3 towers. Upon the hero who proves thrice worthy, a forbidden power that has been sealed away in the world will be bestowed. Then 3 towers will appear, each with their own trial, and then whoever conquers them will obtain some kind of great, unprecedented power. The nature of this power is unknown, however, judging by the description of worthy hero, I sense these trials of not only key strength, but honor and other qualifications. Now seek of... somehow it reminds me of royal magic. I dread to think about what should happen if Louis obtained it. I would much prefer it could be in your hands. But what do you think of it? We undertake these trials? One tower apparently south of our island here. It is called the Spire of Blind Faith. It is known by some of the islanders. But for precise information, you best ask the informant. I hear there's a monster that's taken residence up there, so it might not hurt to go in with a bit more protection.
Let's take a moment to prepare.
Thank you.
As for the remaining 2 towers, Mustari living outside the island might know something about them.
Let's check.
Okay.
I see.
My view, the few methods to learn about things beyond the island's purview, so I've taken certain people to act as my estimate. To be frank, I believe these trials could be dangerous ones. The books even say countless of those who've lost their lives. But I believe if anyone can overcome them, it's you. That's why I wanted to inform you of it so urgently. Heroes of our island, I pray for your good fortune. And I hope this legend turns out to be a mighty power that you can use for the good of the world.
A Luis victory will plunge this world into chaos.
Let's go get the informant, seeing as though this is going to be a thing.
Whatever should I do?
Oh, whatever. Whatever could it be? Look at all that Magla that you can barely see.
Can't see a single good option here. What's the world coming to?
Me not collecting my Magla in a while, since Brylehaven, in fact.
Fancy a bit of info?
Do fancy a bit of info? Spire of Bland Faith.
Cheers.
You heard about the Spire of Bland Faith from the chief, did you? I'll tell you what I know about the trial there. As you've heard, no one really knows too many specific details. It would help if anyone who went ever came back. But he said that long time ago there was a man who fled from the tower, and with his dying breath he scrawled these words. The beauty of the purple flames invites only death. Should you fall for their temptation, it's your life that will be turned to ash. It doesn't read like a will, so we assume it's a warning. Hard to say what it means with any certainty. But the man was clearly haunted, so something in the tower must be truly terrifying. Interpret has a strong suggestion that you need protection from fire to go in. Certainly
Come
couldn't hurt.
again, anytime.
That's all I know. I can't imagine anything called a trial would be easy. I have faith in you.
We stand behind you,
All right,
Lady Ufa.
Where to? Where to?
Ooh, there's 2 here.
Let's go.
There's 2 quests.
So that's what
Now of all times, with knowledge of the tower finally in hand, oh, such woe is me. The tower, probably the same Edeni was talking about, right? An elder with a fairy? You wouldn't be the heroes who served the island, would you? 1,000 pardons. I've gotten excited and raised my voice, haven't I? I'm a starry researcher, you see, conducting an academic investigation into the island's folklore. Within them, the one thing that's drawn my interest lately is the legend of the 3 towers. Finally managed to pinpoint the location of one of these 3 spires, the Tower of Insolence, just north of this very town.
What shall I do?
However, it seems the tower is a monster's den, positively infested. As it were, given my current fortitude, I've regretfully had to put the requisite fieldwork on indefinite hold. Yeah, indeed, this must be the trial that the tower spoke of in old tales, one which grants a forbidden power to whomsoever completes it. But inspiration has struck me like lightning. It occurs to me that perhaps indeed the hero that saved the island might well have hardness enough to complete such a trial. If there really is some forbidden power to be obtained, I'm sure it's safer in the hands of our illustrious hero.
Splendid.
But I suppose that, having heard such astonishing tales, you're curious as to their veracity. Is it certifiably true, or is it as tall as the highest rise your mind can conjure? Well, there's but one way to find out for certain, and that's to make your way to the highest point of the Tower of Insolence, north of Altabury. Oh, and do ask an informant for proper details. You'll be able to learn more about the trial itself as well, I presume.
Let's take a moment to prepare.
I'm quite glad the endeavour of the tower is in the hands of one so capable. I'm beaming, in fact. That's the hero's charge.
I'm off then.
And with that, I don't want to leave. Even further research awaits me. Fare thee well.
That sounds right.
Talked up that tower enough to get me curious. We should look into it. We have the time.
All right then.
Just can't believe it's true.
Why,
Is it Luis after all?
Luis is the only one left, isn't he?
All right then.
So one of these is Yufa. One. That leaves just you. Ding. Excuse me, could you possibly be the prince? There are all manner of unpleasant rumours floating around, and I don't believe a word of them. In truth, I've had my eyes on you since the exhibition. And then after I read that your lineage was as remarkable as your deeds, I do for certain you are worthy of being the next king. To show my appreciation for you, Your Highness, I prepared a special promotion of sorts. I call it the Warm Heart Full Wallet Hot Spring Campaign. You have but to bathe in a hot spring, Your Highness, and you'll receive a reward. Put some hot spring water you bathed in into this vial and bring it to me as proof. I'll have 30,000 reeve to give you. Is that acceptable? So you're just going to pay us to take a bath? This seems weird, shady even.
Too much to take.
Why, His Highness works so hard to save his people. I just want him to have a moment to relax. And for a little monetary support. That's my sole desire. We accept this vial as a token of this humble merchant's goodwill.
Just sublime.
This fucking woman wants to sell my bathwater. My word, such kindness. It is an honour to know you believe in me. The hot spring is here underneath the blue sky bridge. A bit gloomy, I know, especially given that it's only open at night, but the baths are a slice of
Help me
heaven.
out, would you?
You can always find me here. Please let me know when you've acquired this.
Let's give it a shot.
Fuck's sake.
Okay then.
Empty vial. Ads are playing, and I'm just gonna leave them to play because I'm just running around doing random shit. Which leads me to.
All right then.
I've stopped next to the fucking person.
Let's go.
Informant.
No harm in just listening, you know.
Bye. Oh my god, so much stuff. The Tower of Insolence.
Keep this to yourself.
Just watch a video, Rumored Remix for 2025. Tales of Grace's F. Dragon Quest 1 2. Okay, you should be interview. That they what said. Final Fantasy Texas and Press Save. That's cool. All games I know nothing about. Vagrant Story is probably the only one where I'm like, I might be interested in that. And that's only because it's a game I've heard so many times. I've heard of Dragon Quest before, but I've just never played it. And I know so very little about it. Here's something truly formidable has appeared in the Tower of Insolence, going round amongst those of us in the information business. The rumours are all based in legend, so naturally I'm somewhat skeptical. Would you mind telling us what you know? Pride myself on my information being factual, so know that what I'm about to tell you is merely speculation on a legend. A very long time ago, there was a man who returned from the tower. I can't speak to the rest of this man's statement, but he claimed, foul miasma-ridden body non-competes, and a glare that will curse you, your children, and your children's children. He left this mysterious message and then vanished. Just what did he see in there, I wonder? Logically, perhaps he refers to a monster immune to all attacks that curses its enemy. And yet I merely offer my interpretation on an ancient legend. I feel like I'm disgracing my reputation just telling you the tale.
Just listening, you
Still,
know.
I have to admit, I am curious about what's actually in the tower. Do tell me if you find it. I just don't do anything that'll get you killed. I've heard Dragon Quest. In fact, I think I own Dragon Quest 11. Yeah, and I heard that there was a remake coming or something. It's just one of those franchises that I never heard about until much later. I was like, oh, it's the other Final Fantasy with the art. I've heard of Puff Puff because of FF14's crossover. Yes. But beyond that, I know nothing about those games. I just know it was Final Fantasy with Dragon Ball art. Dragon Ball specifically, I know very little about Dragon Ball. I only saw Z. Yeah. Giant of the Abandoned Path. According to my sources, it's true that a monster has appeared at the Abandoned Path. As you may know, that the forest with a group of people was said to have been abandoned, all for the sake of reducing the amount of mouths filled during a famine. The story is merely a rumor, and if it were true, it all happened long ago. But that people still avoid going near the place. Maybe Wido would have noticed that the monster until recently. The beast is an Audemus, and it appears to have made the area its new home. The bipedal giant, and that becomes absolutely unmanageable once it goes berserk. When it builds up its strength, its attack becomes absurdly powerful. After it powers itself off, you'll need to prioritize dispelling its power. Do so, and it'll overextend itself, making it become weak. It seems like it's weak to dark, however, it'll repel electric, so don't bother with that. Thankfully, there are no villages in the area, but it's only a matter of time before it makes its way to populate it. Please, eliminate it. And the monsters are Mount Blubber. Yeah. Every game has like its weird meme thing. It's just one of those things where Final Fantasy and Dragon Quest are so long running that it's easy to be like, hey, it's a running joke through everything. Like Sid. Mount Volcano was once a mine. It's famous for the high-grade precious stones found there. But at some point, monsters began to appear in the area. The miners tried their best to fight them off, but they never stood a chance. Now no one dares go near that place, save for a few bold fortune seekers who continue to plumb the mountain's resources. Oh my god. Call the place home. What makes them unique is that they use attacks imbued with dark finesse. They will try to inflict hex upon you, which will cause their follow-up attack to do more damage. Keep this in mind if you truly intend to go there. Since the miners left, rumors have swirled that about a rare treasure lying in wait on the mountains. I can't verify these reports. That's the relic. Dragon Quest 11 and 3 are connected, which is why I think. Yeah, that makes sense. It's something to do with the ending of Dragon Quest 11, I think, innit? Like, 11 is a prequel? Or there's a scene to do with it, and there's, like, some family thing. I don't know the details of it, like I said, because it's not something I played. Fair. We're taking out for this prize. Well then, I wish you luck. Thanking you.
What more can I do?
All right then.
Yeah.
Where to?
I might be thinking of something else altogether then.
Let's go.
There it is. Oh my god.
If Louise wins,
I think I'm gonna get all this information and call it, because Jesus Christ. Currently, I am on my ass. Money makes the world go round, as the saying goes. Oh yeah. Bye. Might as well buy this.
Want in on this?
Well, no, some sort of secret of Mystara, connect concoction for Veganosical. Yeah, just skip through that. Great avian at them.
Want in on this?
The Manor of the Ascendant is another of those places with fancy names. You can't get there without flying, so who knows who the hell built it. And it's nearly unapproachable. Most folks forget it exists. However, recently I heard a creature with a bounty placed on it fled there. That'd be the Kokomodos. You heard of the Kokomot? Cocastos, similar to one of those. Like a Cocastos, it prefers its prey soft and squishy, so it'll try to reduce your
Just
defenses.
between us.
You better prepare ways to harden your defenses and use them often. Thankfully, it's also weak to ice. As long as it doesn't come down from there, you're the only one who can defeat it. Good chance to show off, don't you think? You come back safely, tell me how it went. And best of luck. Second town trial.
Hey!
Want in on
Are
this?
you? The reckless type, are you? Huh. I like that. Unfortunately, I don't have any reliable information. How about a legend? The trial to obtain the forbidden power, apparently to pass, you have to fight a ferociously mad bastard of a monster. Long ago, Traveler returned to the tower and told this tale. According to him, the monster in there is an enormous beast unlike any in this world. It takes any attempt to ward against its attack as an affront, and the devastating blow in retribution is a terror to behold. And that's all I know, not to mention of what it looks like or anything. Might all just be a load of old bollocks anyway. Anyway, no one believes in such fairy tales these days, but it's true that something unusual is happening in the tower. Yeah, that's all I've got. If you want to find out about this trial's really about, you'll have to go see it for yourself. Bang.
If Louise wins the crown,
All right,
what will
where
become
to?
of us?
I am 99% sure there's nothing.
All right, where to?
Then this you. The informant is down here.
Let's go.
Yes. Go there, do this.
Hey!
You really intend to infiltrate that giant face in the sky? Quite the knack for grandiose undertakings, you know that.
Yep.
We're well aware, but this is something we have to do, otherwise Luis will become king. Can't just stand by and let that happen. Let's see. Fortunately, I haven't got much information about that place. It's not exactly the kind of place anyone can just waltz into. But there's been sighting of a monster stalking the skies around that place. I suppose that these days, there's no telling what kind of fiends may appear. Regardless, I'm confident that you will be able to pull through all this.
Whatever you
Remember all the trials that you've already claimed victory over. I know that you will do the same to Luis. I place my faith in you.
It's okay.
That's right. Our past experience have shown us we can overcome anything. Ingredients fish. What? What's all this?
Hey!
You're gonna have to fish them up, aren't you?
Hey!
Ah, okay, so this is new.
Hey!
I have all of this stuff.
Hey!
Conrad. All stuff I know.
Hey!
Teller of the Disgraced Ruins.
Want in on this?
Leader of the particular group, a man is known as Sistus. Who it is a drifter that hails for Alderbury. That bloke is motivated purely by greed, and he's got a particular taste for the gold. For gold. Perhaps tossing some out during battle will be enough to distract him.
Really?
Looks like this will be a fight with skills that use money should be particularly effective. Other than that, he's apparently weak to light damage. Be sure you're properly prepared before going after him. He's a mimic, basically. No, to be honest, Sistus himself isn't a figure of any meaningful significance. However, there's more to the story. The information is still hazy, but apparently there's something far more dangerous in those ruins. The military have put up this bounty specifically for that reason. Treasure Seeker sneaked in there and caught a glimpse of something. Whatever it was, it's big and peculiar, and it buzzes with an aura of a lightning. Maybe that means people using an electric test. Besides that, you must know at least a little more about this thing. Okay, that's all I can tell you. Whether the thing even exists is questionable. It's hard to separate the truth from the lies on this subject. Regardless, it never hurts to be prepared. If you intend to head over there, make sure you're ready for anything. Nice. And with that said,
What now?
I'm going to dip because I am fucking exhausted for some reason, and it's kind of getting a bit ridiculous. But hey ho. Thank you for spending time with me. I hope all is well. I hope all is well. Ugh. I hope you are all well. I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day. And I will see you next time. Most likely tomorrow. I think I'm going to play more of this because I think I'm just going to full on just bust this out and complete it, and then I'll do Final Fantasy. Do the new patch story. Do the Alliance raid. Yeah. I think that's my plan over the next week. Yes. Yeah. But yeah. Ciao for now. Ciao.